Okay, at this time, we're going to go to 5A, Owensboro Fire Department badge pinning. Chief Mitchell? Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners. Steve Mitchell, Fire Chief. I'm pleased to be here this evening. It's not that often that the fire department turns over several members of our command and management staff and our supervisory staff, so I'm pleased to be here tonight and honored to present them to you. Just introduce them briefly and then invite you down to be part of their badge pinning. James Howard started with the city as a public safety dispatcher back in 1998 and now has risen through the ranks to battalion chief. Howard is a graduate of all of our internal professional development programs, the National Fire Academy, and has a Master's of Public Administration. He will soon take over the shift commander of our first crew. Jason Pickrell came to us in 2001 and also has now risen through the ranks to battalion chief. Also a graduate of all of our internal professional development programs, has numerous certifications, and also holds a Master's of Public Administration at WKU. Jason will take over as shift commander of 3rd Crew and will oversee all of our facilities and protective equipment. Bobby Grant came to us in 2006, very active, and has now risen to the rank of captain. Also a graduate of our internal professional development programs and also holds a Master's of Public Administration from WKU. He will become the operations captain under Battalion Chief Pickrell on 3rd Crew. R.C. Kaufman also came to us in 2006 and has now risen through the ranks of captain. He also graduated our company officer development program and has a bachelor's in communications and public relations from Kentucky Wesleyan. He will be handling the south end of the city for Captain or Battalion Chief James Howard. And Kyle Veach actually started climbing the ranks of the Richmond Fire Department in Richmond, Kentucky, before we stole him away in 2010 and brought him to Owensboro. He also has a bachelor's in fire science from Eastern Kentucky University, and he will start serving on 2nd Crew. Mayor and Commissioners, if you would join us down front on the ends here, and you can join us in the badge pinning. If the family members could go on up, please.
Who's taking over for Van Winkle? That's all I want to know. Which one have you got? Can't be replaced.
So what they'll do is they'll remove their current badge and they'll pin their new badge on. Okay, if you could all kind of squeeze together a little bit with the mayor and commissioner so we can get a picture.
Everybody else who wants to get up there, come on. You gotta get out.
Okay, thank you. And the family members? For additional pictures for the family members, we're going to step outside in the lobby and let the commission commence on their business this evening. So.
Hello, firefighter Dave Sublett. Gonna cook another meal, let you all watch me. Hope I do a good job. All right, we're gonna have Basically, it's like a pork chop casserole. Gonna cut up some pork chops, put in some potatoes, a little bit of onion, and some cream of soup, whatever your preference is there. So we'll start out by cutting some pork chops. Now we'll just go on and put a little bit of bacon on top of that layer. All right, we got our bacon on there, so now we are going to do a little bit of onion. And I've got this handy dandy chopper out. That I'm having a little trouble using. So we'll throw some bigger chunks on here. If you've never used one of these before, you need to be very careful. This can happen to you. Not really. We're going to set our onion to the side. Yeah, we'll put a little more on there. And since we've got this guy set up, we'll go on and do some potatoes. Come on, little potato. We're gonna go on and put some seasoning on this. We're gonna put some seasoning on that. We're gonna put a layer of potatoes. And keep going with some potatoes. A little more seasoning. And then we're going to do some cream up soup. One was not enough. All right, we've got a nice layer of the cream of soup on top. We're gonna put a little more seasoning, because whoo-wee, it's wonderful. And gonna go in the oven. It's preheated at 400 degrees. All right, since we've got this handy, and one of the guys brought in some little zucchini squash, we're gonna try a zucchini squash casserole, which I've never had zucchini squash casserole. I've had squash casserole. Oh, just kidding. All right, we're gonna call that good. We're gonna put some butter in the pan and go on and soften these a little bit. So we're just gonna have this go over a medium heat, melt the butter. And we're not really trying to cook them, we're just trying to soften them a little bit. That way we know they'll be done inside our little casserole. All right, we're gonna make another little thing over here. The vinegar and onions and cucumbers. And then that will get chilled. So we're gonna do 2 cups of vinegar, 1 cup of water, and about 3/4 cup of sugar. Hope I didn't cut up my cucumbers. Oh, no, good. I might have mistaken them for zucchini. We're gonna warm this until the sugar dissolves. Give this a stir while we're over here. Pick up the ones that didn't hit the floor. Okay, so we've got our bowl that mixture is going to go in. We'll put some of the onions that we sliced. And I had a little bit of red onion left over. And that was kind of big. Now we're going to chop up our cucumbers. Go back, check our squash. Okay, our sugar is dissolved, so we're going to go on and turn that off. I think our squash is done to the point that we want it. So it goes in the pan. I'll spread that out in a nice layer, and probably go on and just dice up some onion since I've got some right here ready. All right, we're gonna go on and put a little butter toward the bottom. And we're gonna take some of the buttery crackers, crush them. Probably one more. Add a little bit of seasoning. And we're going to add some milk. So for this one here, it's probably going to be about a cup. Basically what you're wanting to do is just make an even layer that'll go all the way over the bottom. And it kind of makes everything one big gloppy thing. All right, so we're going to put that into a preheated oven. can take our vinegar, water, and sugar mixture. And this we're gonna chill. All right, most of our liquid has been absorbed, so we're gonna add just a little bit more of the butter. And then some cheesy goodness. Do an even coating on that. We'll pop this back in. It'll probably be about 15 minutes. Just wanting all the cheese to melt and a little bit start to brown. I know there is clouds popping up, Randy. There is clouds. He just said there was a severe thunderstorm watch.
Okay, I'm rolling on all of them, so when you're ready to sink it.
3, 2, 1. Okay, it's been a little over an hour, so we're ready to pull this stuff out. Look at that bubbly goodness. Look at that cheesy goodness. Let's see how it looks here. Little potatoes. Grab a pork chop. Ooh. And that's another nice little meal here at Owensboro Fire Department.